Right, Trey, hello. Thank you for joining us.
How are we?
Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
And you, mate?
And Hawaii.
Worst places to be then.
Clang, pick that one up. Let's get people hitting the ball a bit further, yeah?
Yeah.
It's something people are always chasing. It's probably easy bits that I think we can give people today.
Yeah.
Start with alignment.
Typically, people start off wrong, so they don't get the setup right in terms of how the body is actually aligned, like knees, feet, knees, hips, shoulders, kind of building it from the ground. I think when I see it often, especially with drivers, that people will be all kind of weird. So like, feet will be
funky
left.
positions.
Yeah, hips will be left, and then the shoulders will be here, and then tilts and everything are all out of sync. So I think really easy. Ball position needs to be up with a driver, depending on what shot shape you're hitting. I like to see pretty neutral shot shape, maybe just inside the left heel as one. As this happens, what tends to happen with golfers is they move it forward, the shoulders then start to aim left.
Yeah.
So I think as we move the ball forward, be wary and aware that the shoulders are going to move left. So we have to just adjust this slightly. So right hip back, and maybe just feeling the right hips back, and then we've kind of neutralized everything. And with that as well, my body's tilting. So I'm then encouraging that angle of attack to go up. So ball position, and then just being aware of knees, hips and shoulders to get back to neutral.
It's a few nice easy bits, isn't it, that I think
Simple,
people at home can work on that, get the basics right, get your alignment right, sweep on the ball, you hit it a bit further.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Trey, let's talk about the backswing,
Yeah.
lengthening it a little bit and helping people hit the ball a bit further because of it.
Yeah.
How are people going to do that though?
Yeah, I think it's important to note we're not, generally, golfers aren't full-time players, so we're not hitting balls all day, every day. So I think mobility is one. If you can work on your mobility with stretches, with a personal coach or whatever, that's really important. But if we're not going to do that and we want some help to create a longer backswing, so arm swing, swing length, essentially the longer we can get the arms back there, if you want some more yards, we're going to be able to have more opportunity to create speed on the way down. So if you're struggling with your mobility, generally it's coming from kind of hips and thoracic region, so upper body. Good way to increase the backswing length is, one, I like to just turn this foot out a little bit. Just helps us turn into the right hip. So that's kind of working in the first early phase of the swing to create this. I think the next part, really simply, is if we try and stretch all the way up to the top, we get a little bit tight in this kind of left side and left glute here. So maybe just raising this left heel a little bit. To begin with, it might feel like you're a little bit out of control and out of sync, but we've seen some great players do this in the past when they've got to kind of senior level, start to have a little bit of left heel lift. And all of a sudden that's freeing up my kind of thoracic area, rib cage, to be able to create more turn. So then I can get my arms way up in a backswing to create more speed.
That's a nice easy one I think people at home as well. Could you show us you doing that?
Yeah,
you want to whack one for us?
Yeah, so
into the middle of nowhere, it seems.
The middle of Hawaii. So I'm just going to feel that right foot's out a little bit, starting to that left heel lift to create that momentum and motion.
Bosh. Sent well into the sky. You can see that.
I might start doing that.
Start listening to yourself, mate. That left heel one's a really interesting one. I've not tried that before, so I'll check it out. But some easy things you can do there, even if you're not a really flexible person, I think that's very doable and something that's going to get you hitting the ball as far as that. Okay, next up, Trey, we've done alignment, we've done a bit of backswing. We're coming back down now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about hand speed and getting more speed anyway. Everyone's trying to chase it, but I think even not the quickest swingers at home now can up their swing speed a bit. How are they going to do that?
Yeah, I got some really good drills actually. One in particular, a lot of long drivers use this. Long drive coaches that I've spoke to as well. Kind of found out that long drivers are the quickest in the world, are the quickest from P4 right at the top of the backswing to about P5, so just about left arm parallel from the top in that space with the hands. So the hand speed's the quickest there in that phase. So it's not to get Yankee with the handle to the top, it's got to be all the way down to feel that. So a really good drill, you can split the grip. So left hand or lead hand at the top, trail hand between the grip and the shaft, and you're just going to start to set it here, there, to the top, and then what we're trying to do, I'm trying to feel the waggle at the end of the club. There, so almost trying to, you see Rory do this as well with the iron, but trying to feel that you're going to snap the club, like break it at the bottom, and if you can pull that down quick, you can start.
You can really see that there
whip
as well.
And the waggle, can't you? So, and that's just to me feeling that I'm delivering the arms really fast and down. Most people go out and they slice it. So
and that's sort of training your brain a little bit, isn't it?
It
To keep the speed up there, which is so interesting, I think. And you can see the waggle there.
You can see it, can't you?
So something you can try there. So you can go try at home. Careful,
Really
don't snap your head. It's not going to snap the head, right? You can go. Hopefully not.
If you're too quick, if you're doing it right, you might snap it, but hopefully no broken driver shaft.
Give it a go though. It's going to help you hit the ball a lot further.
Typically for me, I see this in beginner golfers a lot, especially beginner golfers, they grip it way too tight.
I'm a strangler, Trey. I want to bomb it, so I want to hold the club really hard.
I don't know what it is. People just think it needs to go far, so they grip it tight and grip it hard.
But that is counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think as soon as you start to relax the grip, you can allow the release to happen. So you allow the club to get past the hands, and then the speed increases. When people squeeze hold of the grip, they don't release the golf club, so they yank their arms up, and it looks like it's, from this camera angle, you'll see the club head in frame, and you'll see my arms starting to get out the left side of my shoulder. So as soon as I start to relax this and just make some short and easy swings and just build up, you can see the flow of that golf club. No hanging on through here. You're seeing the passive release and the club head release, and straight away there I can feel not much effort, but a very quick swing. So I think that is point one, and then I think the next one for me is just finishing the swing.
Getting right through it.
Yeah, they just hold on, and they kind of like that old Sevy follow through. I think I like to feel for people to release it, and actually to increase chances of hitting draw or a straighter shot for you slices, is relaxing the hands, releasing it, and then feeling like the club is scratching your back on the way through, and that's just freeing everything up on the way through.
Go on then, give us a nice languid big swing down there again, hit it to the distance.
Lazy
swing. The other one nicely, but real lazy.
Cool. Softest hands I've got without letting go.
Beautiful again. You see how much speed you build up, and that to you is a soft, languid, easy one.
Yeah.
The speed comes anyway, doesn't it?
Soft and easy, yeah.
Great tips there. Right, lastly then, Trey, for helping people hit the ball a bit further, a bit of a mental one. We were just chatting about it off camera, really interesting one about playing with your shot shape, right? How is that actually going to help people in the long run out on the course?
Yeah, I think it's like, what is your body like built to do and move? So a lot of golfers, they fight things that are natural to them. So typically I see people move the ball left to right, they come for a lesson and they don't want to do it and they want consistency. I'm like, the most consistent part about your game is the ball flight that you hit left to right. So let's not get rid of it, let's just harness it.
Nice.
So typically here we've got a bit of wind off the left. Most golfers carry on with that shot shape, just aim a bit further left, play with it, get it right in the wind, and then the yards are going to come out of that. So, I mean, let's have a go.
Have a little fade, mate. So it's off the left at the minute. You're just going to want to sort of go with it.
Yeah, so maybe aiming towards the white flag big tree.
Yeah.
Moving it onto the blue.
Lovely.
Flag if I can. I'm just going to aim everything out there and just see it and feel it. Play with the shape that is natural.
And that is
a bit of a bigger cut, but
a bit bigger than you'd like, but still, like you said, you're going with what your body feels at.
Yeah.
For the serial slicers watching, is that still going to work as well? We need to. I think you don't want to be fully chopping it.
Yeah, I don't think you don't want to be chopping it completely for people who are like renowned slicers. But the whole point about getting people better at golf is to reduce the bad shot.
Yeah.
So if a slicer came to me, I'm not instantly trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to see how we can curve it less. Because as soon as the path and the face are separated, the more that kind of dispersion between the two are, the bigger that is going to curve, which means the less distance we're likely to have. So if we can square face and path up a little bit for your slicers, it's going to make it go a little bit further. And
for the drawers and the hookers out there, same thing, right? Go with it, aim it a bit further right.
Yeah, this one
probably a bit easier in this wind for this one, really.
Yeah, if you're right to left player, wind off the left, it's a weird one because you feel like sometimes you get in here and hit it right. What I like to do is almost picture what do I need to do aggressively to hit a neutral shot, and that typically is just a normal swing. But my natural shot is right to left. So here I just feel like I'm going to aim straight, hit normal shot, should give me my neutral ball flight.
Let's see one.
Let's have a go.
Let's see one.
Blue flag, just aiming at it, to be honest.
It should just counteract each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's dead straight, yeah?
That's quite pleasant.
That was all right.
That was quite pleasant to watch and hear. But there you go. I really like that one. I think one I've not heard really before. That mental side of it. Play with your shape.
Yeah.
And embrace what your body's asking you to do. I guess is something for that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, 5 awesome tips there from Trey. Thank you, mate, on how to hit the ball a little bit further this year. Take it to the range view, take it to the practice area. Really easy things to work on. And let us know if you start hitting the ball a little further.